Hey, good morning, graphic designers. Okay, so here is the next step, step 3 in your pandemic project. So what you need to do is you need to get into Summit, go to your response arts, make sure you should have step 1 and 2 all done and completed and turned in. I know I'm missing a few of them, but most of them are in there. So now you're ready for step 3. So click on step 3, project plan. And all you're going to do for today is you're going to spend some time really thinking through what you need to do for this project. So what I've done is I've created a list of questions for you to fill out. And you're going to fill this all out in this document and then go ahead and submit it for me so that I can read through and make sure that you have a plan. Because the next 3 class periods, so this Thursday and then next Tuesday and Thursday are all work days. So I need to know that you know what you're doing. I also need to know if you need help from me on certain techniques and things that I can help you with. But because we're all doing very different projects, this project plan is going to be really important. It's also going to force you to really think about what do you need to be able to work on this over the next 3 class periods. So I'm going to quickly walk through these questions to make sure you kind of have an idea of what I'm expecting for these. Obviously your name, your focus, whatever that focus is that you put in step 1 and 2. And so if that's panic or if that's, gosh, there's so many different aspects, social distancing or isolation or like victims. So whatever that focus is, put that here. You should have researched and given me like a little bit of information when you researched on step 1. But now I want you to really make sure, like, I need 5 interesting facts about whatever that focus is. So those are probably going to be 5 facts about, maybe it could be statistics regarding your focus within the pandemic. There's so many different facts, so many different websites, so many different things happening right now. And so maybe you give a statistic on the world level, on the state level, maybe a Kansas City level. And maybe one of those facts could potentially help you figure out or incorporate into your actual project. Question number 4, describe what your project will look like. You already should have a little sketch for step 2, but here I want you just to describe it. I want you to write about it. It's going to force you to really think about what goes where. Number 5, what is a color scheme? Do you want this to be really dark? Do you want it to be more neutrals? Do you want it to be, is it actually kind of like it's an infographic, so it's kind of uplifting, and so brighter colors? Choose a couple colors that you plan on using and describe what that color scheme vibe is going to be. Number 6, what program do you plan on using? Are you going to use Photoshop? Are you going to use Illustrator? Are you going to use a different program? Or are you going to use a combination? Okay, what's going to work best for your project? Number 7, what techniques within that program do you plan on using? You've learned quite a few techniques when it comes to Photoshop. A lot of you guys are familiar with Illustrator as well. And what do you plan on doing? Okay. If you're not sure what techniques you plan on using or tools, go ahead and open up that program, play around and see what within that is going to work for you. Also open up YouTube and like if you're planning on using Photoshop, but you don't have a specific technique in mind, go through some different YouTube channels that are focused on Photoshop and see if there's anything that looks really cool that you might be able to incorporate, okay? And write in those techniques there and then save those tutorials so you have them. Number 8, what techniques, effects would you like to use but you might need help on? So if there's anything that you're like, gosh, I really want to make this look like this, but I just don't know how, this is going to be a really big question for me because I will try and help you find a tutorial or I will create one for you, okay? So just like I would help you in class, this is my way of helping you right here. And then finally, I need you to plan out what those 3 work days are going to be because it will be due the following day. So class 1, which is this Thursday, what do you plan on getting done? What I want you to do is I want you to take whatever the main project is that you should have this plan for. I want you to chunk it into 3 different parts. And then that's essentially your goal for each day. So the first chunk will be what you need to get done on Thursday. You'll end up like snipping and showing me that you're working, but otherwise I'm going to trust you to be working. Okay. And then next Tuesday, same thing. What's the next chunk you need to get done so that you are 2/3 of the way done and on track? Write that in. And then, or that's next Tuesday, and then next Thursday, what do you need to do to finish it up? Okay, so write out what those main things are. Once you're done with all of this, submit it. This pandemic project plan, you can submit that to me in Summit. And then obviously, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to Zoom or email, whatever works for you. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Have a great day.